Huh? Dig. Hole. Huh? Dirt.
Hey now, and welcome down to KC Toy Reviews. We are here today with one of the 9 servants of Sauron himself. Yes, that's right. In front of us is the Nazgul by Asmus. And just as any Asmus release, this is a very high quality piece from top to bottom. And if you're at all curious about those details, then let's go ahead, hold each other's hands, and dive right the hell goddamn in. Ratatouille. Alright, so in this shot, I think we can tackle a few things immediately with the Nazgul by Asmus. Now for starters, I think that I would be wondering what the heck is underneath that hood. And well, let's go ahead and show you what's underneath there. I'm going to show you with my thumb here. Bloop, boom, goes right into there. That's right, nothing is, oh my god, he's going to fall now. So as you can see underneath the hood, it is completely hollow. However, well, it works. I think it actually works fantastic, better than maybe even having some type of black item underneath there. So I think the hollow process of the face actually is fantastic. Now I think the next best thing to tackle on the list, and I don't know why it's fun to do, but let me stick my thumb in that face again. Yeah, you like that thumb in your face, Nazgul? Nazgul pissed me off in the stories, how mean they were, so it just feels good to stick my thumb right in his face like that, just kind of like a little revenge for the way you treated those hobbits. Anyways, let's go back to the figure at hand here, and yes, absolutely amazing detail as always, and what are we looking at? We are looking at die-cast pieces here. Now I'm going to go ahead and just pop the hand off, and then we can, I don't even know, so we pop that off, and just to kind of show you, a ting ding ding ding, almost like we can make a little song here, ding 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 ding. That was a horrible song. Anyways, die cast pieces, up around down, right around down right down, come around down right down right now, and now not everything is die cast. These pieces are, wait, is that even die cast? Yeah, that feels die cast up there. I think. Wait, hold on. Nope. You know what? That feels plastic up there. This is certainly all die cast here. This is plastic, and then down here, this whole shebang right here is all die cast. And as we can see, there's kind of a nice weathering in the foot area there. The same thing on that foot, just kind of a nice little weathering on there. So there's like a slight paint application that is brought over the top of the die cast metal pieces, and I feel weird, like, you hear the noises, and it's almost like I'm undressing this guy, but we have to show off these incredible details because what, again, is interesting is the whole suit almost covers it up. Now, as you can see here, the suit completely covers the legs, so you have incredible quality basically underneath the hood. It just doesn't shine too much unless you know, I'm sure you can put it in some positions where, yeah, you can get it to the side. But the next thing I needed to detail, again, on the tailoring, it's just absolutely incredible. The little frayed edges, the writing. I gotta imagine this is some type of text or something that goes down the edges of this here. Just the overall weathered and battered look of this piece here. And this is just one layer. As you can see, this piece will go down here on top of that, and then we have a few other pieces that go down back here. Let's see if I can get this piece down. There's so many layers. It's almost insane, actually. Pull this piece down. Wait, is that piece on top of another piece that's connected to another piece? Oh, that piece goes like that. It's like a puzzle right now. This is basically a puzzle right now, putting this back together. There's so many layers. And then the cape is absolutely incredible. I'll get a wider shot in a second, but I just really wanted to show off the details on that. Again, just that weathered, battered look to it, the frayed edges. Just to show that detail off again, just the frayed edges, the rips at the bottom. As you can see, there is some type of dusted look to it. There's almost a gradients to the cape overall. And with all that said, put those layers all back together and pull the shot out. As we can see, this thing looks damn near real. Depending on your photography skills and the way you set this up, the tailoring is so perfectly done and so amazingly done that paired with the quality of the actual materials, and then whatever type of process that went into weathering those materials, and then on top of that, it's just layer on top of layer with die cast pieces. Again, it looks damn near real. Now, a couple more things to note in this shot. There are no wires throughout this piece, Whether that's a good or bad thing, I think it really falls on personal opinion. I don't think it's a horrible thing. Could it have added to it? Yes, absolutely. Wires would have added to a little bit more posability options because these guys do flow in the wind, their capes go everywhere. But given the complexity of the layering and the quality overall in this piece, I would say overall there are no complaints that there's no wires present. It just would have been an added bonus. Now, another couple of things we can knock out in this shot here is, Asmus is very, very known for quality weapons. These are die-cast swords. This is basically can stab somebody. Let's see if I can get that better shot there. Maybe right there. I can't tell. It looks good enough. So the quality of the sword is pretty amazing. Really nice paint application. Again, die-cast tips on here. And their weapons overall have always been a really, really incredible bonus to all their pieces. Now you can sheath their weapons as well. Put that back in there before I stab myself, so that's pretty cool. It actually had a nice sound effect there. This sheath is for the one that he has in shot. The only thing that I am going to go out on a limb, man, Asmus, Andy, I love you guys. You're probably one of my favorite 1/6 scale makers out there. But this system's got to go. It's far too long. It's like a real belted system that you have to put around this guy. And I needed to use instructions one time. I'm not going to lie. I needed instructions versus just some type of magnet or something that very, very easily clips to one another. But if you're familiar with any of their Lord of the Ring lines, this system is very, very common to all their pieces. And I get it. Authenticity, the way it looks. Hands up, it's stellar. I 100% get it from that perspective. From a consumer standpoint, getting this on and putting it on the system, I think could be maybe a little bit difficult for some individuals. So a simpler system, maybe a magnet system, something easier to get these things on in the future would be preferable. But I still love you guys, and it looks, like I said, amazing. We have another little tiny die-cast one here, so yeah, wow. Just absolutely amazing that we have all three swords like that. And last but certainly not least, we have the 1/6 scale crotch grabber stand. But they are up in the detail level in the stands. As we can see, we have a little bit of like symbols and stuff around the actual crotch grabber piece. And then the bottom is a lot more beefy than before. So it's a welcome sight to see a new-ish type stand that's coming with this thing. It's raised, it has a little bit of dimension, and then of course you can't beat the Lord of the Rings symbol dead in the center, and then in front the Nazgul branded symbol. Overall, zero complaints with this stand. I loved it, and it was an upgrade from the previous releases, which is always a welcome sight. And there we have it. Nazgul by Asmus. And being that these are servants of Saruman, I would say that Asmus has knocked it out of the park as far as shelf presence. As I mentioned before, this thing looks damn near real. We have layer upon layer upon layer, and even though it's one color, there is contrast throughout because each layer is a different type of material, a slightly different shade of black, and all with this weathered, battered look. As far as the quality and the material and the look, I think they absolutely nailed it, and there would probably be no other better version of a Nazgul that you could possibly get. The die-cast pieces are amazing. The only thing that I think that would be left up for discussion was, is it necessary? Personally, I like it, knowing that this thing is that much quality sitting on my shelf. But had you gone with plastic pieces, maybe they could have dialed the price back. There could be just a couple discussion pieces that are out there that are left to personal opinion. But the overall feel, the overall look is absolutely amazing. And even the small details like text along the edges of the cloth, and there's text in multiple spots. So I think this is a great time to segue to a score on this piece, and well, personally, it always is just what comes to me like a lightning bolt to the chest, just what I feel inside of me. And yeah, that's what I would sound like if I got hit by a lightning bolt. But that lightning bolt feeling that I feel that jolts me is an 8.7 out of 10. I think that this is a fantastic price point, and at an 8.7 out of 10, I highly suggest this piece because it'll probably be a long time, if ever, that anybody else comes out with a 1/6 scale Nazgul, especially to the quality level that we have in front of us. The one thing that I will say to Asmus is every one of their pieces is absolutely amazing, but please continue orcs. We all want orcs. And maybe they didn't sell well. Maybe there's something that I'm missing, like the main characters just sell better. But my God, every orc they put out was incredible, and they are rare pieces nowadays. So dear God, Andy, Asmus, please give us those Urukai and we will be in debt to you forever. So, with that said, an 8.7 out of 10, Nazgul, and a cross my finger wish for some orcs in the future, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here today at KC Toys, and catch you guys next time as we are going to review Legolas from Helm's Deep. That's right, a Legolas. So please go ahead and check that out. But anyways, KC Toys out.